And Nick Dubois, a Conservative former member of Parliament and broadcaster at Talk Radio. He joins us from London. Nick, I want to know what you think of this matchup and why Truss is in the lead.
Well, Truss has really run a campaign, and good evening to you, that understood what the members of the party wanted. And the members of the political party, what they want is not necessarily what the rest of the country may want. So she very cleverly targeted their needs. That's why she's in the lead. Richi Sunak ran a campaign that spoke to the wider audience, who he believed would want fiscal responsibility. And I think we're going to see the end result, Liz Truss winning probably, I would say, with about 60% of the vote.
So as we approach a winter where many people in the UK might not be able to afford to heat their houses anymore, can the state afford the tax cuts that Truss is after?
Well, Liz Truss herself would tell you that what she's doing, of course, is first of all not imposing rises in taxes as opposed to necessarily tax cuts. First of all, there was a proposed rise in corporation tax that has not come in yet. So she's saying no to that. She is going to reverse one tax, which is the national insurance rise, about 1.25%. But also, what is very interesting, she believes that stimulates growth. She believes that you have to fight recession by having policies of growth, attracting more trade, inward investment, and putting more money in people's pockets to help them fight the energy crisis. Richi Sunak believes targeted help to more people, get inflation under control, and then you can have tax rises. The only difference between them is when to have the tax rises. Liz Truss says now, Richi Sunak says maybe in a year or two.
So she's had her share of small, I guess I would call them gaffes while on the campaign trail, seeming to flip-flop on certain issues or saying something and then saying that wasn't really what she said. And as foreign minister, the press seemed to delight in picking apart certain things that she would do. Does it not matter now?
No, not really. I think the issue you might be referring to is when she spoke about whether France was a good ally or not, and she said the jury is out, speaking about President Macron. I think that is exactly what it was. It was a pitch to the voters who were Conservative Party members who would have liked that comment. I don't think it sets a trend for the future or the relationship with France, which I hope will improve. There have been gaffes. There have been gaffes on both sides. Liz Truss, as the front runner, is obviously hers are going to be more in the limelight. But the bottom line is Conservatives, I think, see her agenda as a very conservative agenda, a non-interventionist agenda, allow people to keep more of their own money, get more inward investment and get growth. Many people are disappointed over the last 3 years with Boris Johnson that he effectively behaved as the biggest spending Conservative on record, for very good reasons, by the way, not least the pandemic. And of course, Richi Sunak raised taxes to a level unseen in 50 years. And that fundamentally is what is the difference between the candidates. On pretty much everything else, they agree.
All right, Nick Dubois, thank you very much.